So today we will be installing Ubuntu 16.04. We will be installing both the desktop image and the server install image. So we are going to use Virtualbox, Oracle Virtualbox in this tutorial. And let's start, and I have downloaded these two ISO images from Ubuntu. So let's start by adding a new machine. I will install the server one first. This will be 32-bit, and I will give it about, let's say, 2 gigs of RAM. I will create a virtual hard disk, and it will be about 10 gigabytes, and let's edit some settings. The system here, we will add just one more processor and just crank up the video memory. And right here we can choose an ISO image. Right now I can get an ISO image from here. This will be the server image, so I will get that ISO file right on the controller IDE. So next thing we do is we just start this machine and we will just have to install it. Let's see, Ubuntu image, and that's it. So right now it's starting, and you can see this. So you will choose the language. I will be using English, obviously, and we will install Ubuntu server. Language will be English, and I am currently in South Korea, so I will select that area, and I will use the United States. No, I don't need to detect keyword layout, and it will be the same. So this will be like the same as any other installation for like other Linux distributions. It will not be very different. But the important thing here is that I've heard that there is no GUI installation for the server image. And this is my first time actually installing a server image in any kind of devices. So I am kind of excited, and I'm not sure what to expect. I mean, I never saw any images or anything, so I guess we'll have to find out from here. Okay, I will choose the host name as Ubuntu _server PC Inspiron, and then okay, it's not valid. Ubuntu server. Let's do this one. Okay, full name will be Richard Cristiano. Richard, and I will choose my best password here. Yes. No. So it will do some basic checking and setting up. I've seen this kind of thing with other distributions like normal Ubuntu or Lubuntu. Yes, this is correct. This is actually very similar to Lubuntu in my opinion, because I've actually tried that one like just 2 days ago, and it's what I remember about the most. Okay, let's use the entire disk. This one. Yes, changes to the disks. Remember, when you install these images, or OSs on Virtualbox, no changes will be made, so you don't have to worry about anything. So even if you format the drive in Virtualbox or VMware or anything, you wouldn't hurt your actual system, and that is one of the biggest reasons that we use VMware. Well, I mostly use VMware because it's kind of hard to reboot and dual boot other operating systems, and it takes too much hard disk space. So I just use VirtualBox or VMware right here. And in my opinion, it's like much more easier. I'm actually not sure how long this would actually take, but let's just wait it out. While this is being installed, maybe we can check on what Ubuntu server looks like. Ubuntu server, let's see what they've got. So I think it's more like a console operating system rather than I think it's more like console and GUI mixed up. Okay, I don't have any, and yeah. Ooh. So let's see this one. This looks interesting. Oh, okay. So there's absolutely no GUI desktop environment for the server edition. So that's kind of interesting. And Ubuntu server installation is menu and text driven. So in this way, when you install normal kind of Ubuntu, like the desktop edition, you will see that it actually has like a graphical GUI for you to install it. As maybe we can see it like later on this video, or maybe another one. We will be able to see that you can actually use a mouse there, while you can't actually see a mouse in here. So let's see. So Ubuntu desktop requires much more storage rather than server. No automatic updates. I wouldn't like that. Manual. Okay. I just pressed enter. I don't know why. Well, so Ubuntu server requires at least 2 GB of free storage, while Ubuntu desktop requires 25 gigabytes. Okay. So let's see. Right here, we're still installing many things. And, okay. What about minimal requirement? I'm sorry for some typos. I mean, it's okay. Ubuntu server has these minimum requirements: RAM 512 megabytes, CPU 1 gigahertz. I mean, in these days, it's kind of hard to find devices that do not have this kind of specs. I mean, who doesn't have 512 megabytes of RAM, right? Okay. Well, there's Ubuntu 20.21.04 releases right now. I'm not really sure, but okay. 20.10, this was Groovy Gorilla. I actually used this one and this one, but Not sure what's very different from these two, although I can like see the GUI has been changed since 20 and 21, but I'm not actually sure what they update during these two kind of minor, if I could say, updates. Okay, let's visit Ubuntu.com. Okay, what is it doing right here? So, if you go to downloads and you go to Ubuntu server, you can actually download these ISO images for free, because most Linux devices, or I mean operating systems, are supposed to be free. Okay, install the grub bootloader to the master boot directory. Yeah. If you're using, dual booting devices, maybe you wouldn't want a new grub menu, because sometimes it could overwrite previous stuff. And sometimes some looks much cooler. I mean, like when I tried out Zorin OS, it looked really cool. Installation complete. Okay, so all I need to do is like reboot, I guess. So let's see. Okay, this is the grub, and I just booted into Ubuntu. You can see many things going around in here. Let's just make it full screen. Okay, it's really, really fast. I mean, it's not like very fast, but let's see, I think it's telling me to put in my username and password. Okay. Oh, okay, so it only has the command line, no GUI or anything. Okay. Sudo apt-get install. Sudo apt-get updates. Okay. What you need to remember about Linux is that when you type in your password, it actually gets your input. It just doesn't show anything to like provide privacy and all stuff. Okay, so I did the update, and maybe I could get like some packages like install. This is like the input system that I used to use in desktop versions, but I'm not sure if they actually has this one. 580 megabytes. My god. No, I wouldn't want that. Okay, could I clear this screen for a bit? Yeah. Okay, so I will install NeoFetch. Is it? Oh, wait a moment. NeoFetch. Install NeoFetch. Okay, let's see how to do this one. Sudo add apt repository ppa. No idea if this is going to work. Okay. apt-get updates. Then okay, apt-get install. Still, I don't know why it doesn't work. But, well, this was the Ubuntu server image, and I guess this is it about the server image. We can probably move on to the next step, which will be this desktop image. And I think we could actually use the 21 version for this one. Let's see. Okay. So it will shut down about 1 minute later. And we can actually start setting up a new VM right here. Let's make a new VM. New. Ubuntu, let's say, desktop 21. Yes, this will be 64-bit, and I will actually give it about 4 gigs of RAM, because, you know, it needs more space. And they said it needs more than 25 gigabytes, so I'll just add 30 gigabytes to its hard drive. It will be dynamically allocated because I do not have many space on my own machine. So let's set it some settings like we just did, and we will give this thing one more core. Look, so you just saw that machine shut down. Okay, like we did last time, we will choose a disk file, but this time we will use the 21.04 file, because it's much newer and there's no reason to use the 16 version. I just used the 16 version on the server image because I was actually testing this image to use it on a real machine, which only had 32-bit support. So let's start this one. Okay. It's been 16 minutes. Okay, I will install Ubuntu. Let's see where this takes us to. Okay, you can see the familiar Ubuntu loading screen or booting screen. I personally don't like this kind of spinning wheel thing right here. I don't even like it on Windows or anything. I don't like to, it just makes me feel like I have to wait so much, and I don't like that kind of feeling. Okay. I haven't actually used Linux in Ubuntu in a very long time. I've been testing out many other distros like Kubuntu, Lubuntu, Parrot OS, Kali Linux, Debian, many other things that I actually want to show to you guys later. Okay, I actually made my own OS with my friends, which I will show it to you later on too. Let's see, this only has some blank screens. Oh, look at this. So I've got a Ubuntu mouse, and surprisingly I just booted into the desktop. That's because it will let you install the image from here, so you can actually use Ubuntu, except even, okay, so you can actually try Ubuntu without even installing it, but today I will be installing Ubuntu. If you want to, you can put this ISO image in a USB drive with a tool called Balena Etcher or Rufus. It's a very nice tool, and you can actually use the live version. Okay. It will take some time for this to install, because obviously when we saw the difference between Ubuntu desktop and server, it said it needed much more space, which probably means that it needs some more kind of tools to have inside, maybe because it needs like more productivity or entertainment tools. Okay, erase the disk and install Ubuntu. Let's start. So for example, the desktop version will have LibreOffice or uh, calculators, like all those stuff, and it has a GUI, so it will take much more space. My name is Richard Cristiano. Richard, I will just call it Richard desktop. Richard, and I will use the same password as last time. Okay. I will. So now you can see the familiar installing screen. It feels like it's like much more faster than last time when I installed the 20.4 version. It was about last year when I started to gain interest in all these operating systems and stuff, and then I really got into it. Yeah. So I like to show you like a list of operating systems that I'd like to show you guys later on. Okay. I think it's kind of slowing down my computer because I gave it like 2 gigs of RAM, but still I think it was worth it. Okay, it's like definitely slow. I mean, like, I only have like 8 gigs of RAM in here, and I just give it like half of the RAM away when my system actually uses like 6 gigabytes of RAM for everyday use. I mean, I'm not sure why it uses like 6 gigabytes of RAM every day, but still, I can't complain. So let's see. There's Ubuntu. There's the famous Debian, which Ubuntu is based on. There's Kali Linux, and Parrot OS. These two are actually focused on security and pen testing. So there's like Slacks OS. When I tried this out, I found out that it actually didn't have like very many things, so it was kind of disappointing, although it was meant for that kind of thing. So if you want to try out like lightweight stuff, there's also like Puppy OS, Puppy Linux, and also like Tiny Core Linux, but there's like not much that which you can do with this thing. Let's think about it. There's also like Linux Mint, and there's like many versions of Linux Mint like Cinnamon and other stuff. And let's see, MX Linux and Zorin OS. Personally, I think Zorin OS is really pretty, and it has awesome GUI, and it's really user friendly, like just like Windows, you know. I mean, and it's also based on Debian, so you can use all the same commands on these ones also on Puppy Linux too. So also there's this special OS from North Korea, which is called the Red Star OS, and this is like really special, so I'd like to show it to you guys one day. And speaking of North Korea, there would be also one from China, Deepin, and another one from Russia would be Astro Linux, if I am correct. So yeah, about these. And also, before MX Linux, there was like Antix Linux, which these two are kind of like lightweight too, but it still works on modern machines really well too. So if you look right here, you can see many stuff like good things about Ubuntu, appearance. Yeah. Let's see what kind of other Linux we have too. Hmm. Okay, I forgot about this one, Arch Linux. So I've never actually tried these three, and I am eager to, and I am going to one day, and I will also show it to you guys. I've heard that it's hard to install Arch Linux, and uh, the Astra Linux looks like very similar to Windows, so I'm really looking forward to it. Also, I think I forgot Elementary OS. This is also like very sleek. It kind of looks like Mac OS with the the dock and everything. It also looks very cool and modern and sleek. So I actually tried Elementary OS, Zorin OS, and Kali Linux on a same computer, and I just decided to erase all of that, and I blew up like 89 gigabytes of space. I don't know what happened to it, but I just can't access it. I can't make a new partition, or can't even delete that empty space. If any of you guys have any ideas, I really like to know about it. I will show it to you guys later on. Okay, now I have finished the installation and we will restart it right now. Okay, right now it says remove the installation medium, and I will press enter. Okay, so it's right now rebooting. Okay, okay, I can actually see the mouse right here. It's quite weird, you know. But I will log in, and here I can see the familiar GUI. Not yet, but yeah, right here. So I will just skip on these accounts. Yeah, sure. Send info. Okay, and oh, so I can install Visual Studio Code, Zoom Client, PyCharm. So this is tool for developing Python, and you can actually do a lot of things on Visual Studio Code. Okay, OBS Studio, I'm using it right now, right here. GIMP, Discord, Krita, Brave, I've seen these on YouTube ads. Sublime Text, I actually use this too. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things here. You can actually use these. The interesting thing about Linux is that Python actually comes pre-installed. If you see, okay, Python. Okay, remind me later. Python 3. Yeah, if you type Python 3, you can see that Python 3.9.4 is actually installed right here. Yeah, so you can do like simple programming right here, like please press subscribe. Yeah, things like this. So it's really interesting to see these two right here. I will boot both of these at the same time and see what it actually looks like. Okay, right now I have these two machines, and I will start this one. And since I don't have a lot of RAM right here, I will just reduce the system, discard this, and system memory to 2 gigabytes, and I will also start this one. Okay, it's booting right now. Both of these are booting. Let's see. So this one is the GUI version. don't know why, but this was actually faster, although I gave it like same amounts of RAM and same video memory, although that would matter here. Okay, no, just login. Still don't know the problem. Maybe I can reset this. Ubuntu. Oh, okay. Well, you can see that it actually moved really fluent right here. It's really awesome to use Linux. And I have LAN connected right here, so let's just get some update, and I will try to install NeoFetch. I don't know why, but this machine keeps halting. I'll just power off the machine, and we will focus on this one. Sudo apt get install NeoFetch. Okay, so it didn't work there, but it actually works here. So I will install it and show you guys like a little art, if you would call it. So if for those who don't know what NeoFetch is, you will get to see it in just a moment. And it's like a simple program that lets you see your devices or OS's info. So, okay. So I can run NeoFetch, and you can see right here. So memory, I have given it 2 gigs of it, and it is currently using 634 megabytes. So it has i5 2.9 gigahertz. It said it stated that it only needed like 1 gigahertz. And okay, yeah, interesting side note is that this Ubuntu still uses the Bash shell, while Mac OS currently uses DSH as the main shell. So I will explain that later on. I think this will be it for today, and thank you guys for watching this video till the end. I will come back with another video one day. I'm not sure when. Thank you very much. Bye.